Senator Ted, Senators, I have this file racial for $30 million suit on the electors who voted for Trump about their tax dollars, where we are getting treated bad, like disability and getting treated right. And I feel like they owe me more than I owe them. They owe me, the pain we had to endure when we was at the business of Walmart at Texas. So I went to the Dallas, Texas election office and I filed a racial complaint and I looked up the address for it. But I want you to understand something. I wanted 30 million because we feel like we getting treated bad. You listen to them more than you listen to us. And people not nice to us. I didn't have the chance to get on the computer. I'm well knowledge. They taught my teacher, Miss Chastity, them at Newman Smith, taught me about you and the legislators. So I know very, very, very well. Oh, shit. I know very, very well how this situation is. We are going through a lot here. And that don't mean every time we have to understand what we're going through. Rules was broken. And nobody on taunting, laughing, and tagging me. Not want to hear us out when we talking. Constantly hanging up in our face when we get neglected and abused by our local office. You talk about rules, but they have no rules. You get with businesses, they have no rules. They will fake their love for us and act like they want us there, but they don't want us there. Everybody complaining about something why we get treated badly. They got the nerve to complain about tax dollars while we constantly use. You know what? I argue with this guy from Baltimore. I want him to hear me. I worked since I was 15 at Norman Smith. Where my reward at when I worked hard? I don't know about it because you're not acknowledging it. You're not acknowledging it, what we do. But the business in our society, and stop telling lies that we can save $3,000 in our bank account, and when food stamps come on, we can't save those things. We have to understand, oh, you at how much, and you go off of how much, and we don't get nothing at all. We're losing. Stop taking away from America and let Americans save, disability or not. Can we understand what we need when an average American has $3,000 in their account? Can you still give them what they need to save? This is about taking care of American people and taking care of disability. But if you ain't hearing all of us out, come on. Come on, you tell me that you allow American to save three. That's a lie. Every time I go to a Social Security office, go to color, how much you got in your bank account? And they go off that, right? You know you're going to question that if we even say something. That's not right. If you want America to win, all America to win, don't question how much when we make on food stamp. We win by those things. America can save by giving them keep giving us the amount that we need. That's how we will win. That's the understanding of those things. Not going off of 30, how much you're making, or you got to get $20, 25. I'm telling you how much that nobody's not paying me, but I'm getting $25 or $20. And we really want to win and be out of debt. They had a guy saying in 2019, all that goodness won't be good for the community. No, that's what God wants. God wants peace and understanding and love. He wants something big in that we can show love to each other and understand the meaning of those things. But we're not going to win if you keep taking away from us disability and the American. Allow them to save and get them what they want, God say. Give us what we want. Allow them to save. Don't, this is how much you get 20. No, stop that. We win by what we stand for. When it's time for the 13th of the month come, you keep that at 300. Every American, a part-time or full-time, we win by that, about letting America save and build bigger business. And that's how we win. We can keep up there, even a regular people or disability people, and we keep that at a minimum. And that's win together. If we understand, if we really got the goals, we cannot lose if we all win together. But the most American thing, all right, we understand you going off of checks and stop that. And that's win together. We can still bring that in, but don't let that count that as, you making it, this is how much. No, stop that. Let's win for good. Let's put America on top and give $200, $300 to every regular American and keep that going for a billion years to come, for we can always win. This is what we can do. We don't have to lose anything. We don't have to win anything. We can win. Every American, anybody, let's do that. And once we get to, let me tell you something. Let an American get to about 30,000 to save with that, and you start pinning. As they get to 30 million at disability, and you start giving back. And start, this is how we are men. We give in pieces. You allow them to save to 20 or 30 million disability, 30,000, and then you start taking out of that, and it gets to $1 million. Let's wait till we get to a certain amount and where we take back. We got to learn how to strategize. That's a regular American, a disability, get the $20, $30, 30,000. We got to learn how to save and make America. We can all win. But food stamps, we can't do it if we constantly taking. Imagine each American get 200, everybody, full-time, any one of those things. But once we get to that, thing, and you have to save. That's the main thing. We're going to be on this program, make it out of the program. Any American, anybody, we're willing to give you $200 and some, but you have to say what's your business for 30 million. I'm going to keep giving you 200. This is every American. This is but once they save to 30, we're gonna start taking $80 out. Where you want every American on your food stamp effort, we need to start asking Americans and kids what they want to do, what their business. What do you want to do? On the food stamp office, what do you want to accomplish on that food stamp app? What do you want? If it's kids, you got kids and family. Let's talk about America. What do we want to accomplish? This is for every kid, every American that's born. If you tell them on your food stamp app, if you tell every American what is your main goal or what you want to accomplish in your business, in your life, let's do this. That's understanding how we can get better at what we do in America. That goal can understand. I can see them a regular American trying to do this. They want to try to get their kids. Let's talk about that. And that goal. They're trying to get to this goal, and we can get them 200, 3 or 4. Let's restructure the food stamp office. Let's restructure everything about it. Let's restructure the government. Let's do a whole restructure on everything, how we think, how we strategize. We can do this how American can win. This is all of America. But in that food stamp app, everybody, how many 3 people? What is your goal? What is your goal? What is everybody? What is your family goals? How many kids you got on that food stamp office? Regular and disability. Let's determine the outcome of where we want to go in life. And every American, we want to struggle as long as we keep going through the progress and balance and progress. Those are the things that we can understand how America wins. And that's the understands the things that we can understand how America can. But we can't take, and we restructure the website of the food stamp office. That can be the better thing of where we want to go. And that's where we got to understand where we want to go. So when a person start to get to 30 million and 30,000, let an American with disability get to that amount of money. Let them get to that and you start taking it out. Those are the things that we have to understand. We want America to win. We have to understand the principle at that. But this don't go off for $20. I'm telling you, I'm getting $23 right now. I'm not scared to say what I need to say. But as soon as I start doing more and saving more, you're going to question that. You know you don't let us sell it. No. So why we don't win together? Every America can win together. But balance that out. I say, okay, I'm gonna keep a track with your bank account and with the food stamp. Miss Lee told me something. I used to I used to tell about what I done, but she gave me an understanding like we always a month behind. I understand that when I listen. Trust me, I listen to Miss Lee. And I don't want to think that I don't listen to them. I don't want anybody to think I don't listen to Miss Lee. I listen to her more than you think I do. But we are going through something at these businesses that it can't comprehend. We are going through something. And I remember getting mad at Miss Lee when they both wanted to come. And I remember getting mad at her. And I told her, I ain't no lazy, and I'm not going to let nobody tell me what I can't learn and what I can't grow. And I remember arguing with Miss Lee. And I remember that other Mexican, the worker, I forgot his name. I'm sorry to call him a Mexican. Other worker, and I'm sorry and make it seem racist. I apologize for that. And I wish I've been having more communication with Miss Lee, and I remember her the most. So this also did this remember her the most. So I remember her face the most. So I can remember her, and if you remember somebody's face and you always talking to them, you'll never forget their name. Like when you constantly just doing it. So it's easy for me to remember Miss Lee because I'm always talking to, even when my mama not there and I'm by myself at the Social Security office. I'm always talking to her. And y'all say y'all proud of me before I left. I canceled, but the rules that these businesses are playing by is not fair. It is racist. And I won't stand for it. We don't have no, it seems like we have no fight in hip hop. We have no place in hip hop, and we have no place in the business. They fake their love for us. They fake their love for God. Where do we fit in that? God said, where do he fit in that? Where do we fit in that? They lying to us. You know, at Metro at DFW airport, I had problems even going on there, and the lady walked away from me. You know, I was getting paid $10. I was trying to fight for my benefits. I had problems, racial. He didn't want me there at DFW. But they started acting up, acting the ass. The black employee started getting jealousy behavior. He was already racist at Smart Cards. He was already racist, but other people started to have interest in me. Me and the American side, we didn't have a problem. International, we used to always talk. We used to always, even the maintenance people that stays in South Dallas for DFW, they wanted me to come, but the manager, the racist manager, didn't want me to. He didn't want me there. And Miss Tammy was like, "What did you do to Hugh? That don't sound like him." And he didn't want to listen. This racist white man at DW with the black racist employee didn't want to listen. You know what Miss Tammy told me? We understand we have struggle. You know what Miss Tammy told me? Get this racist piece of crap back their shirt that didn't want to listen and fire you while they be racist. Miss Tammy wanted me to go to another Ticket to Work program. We had arguments, but you do everything by counties. How can we understand something when you're separated? I can't go to this Ticket to Work program in this county because I don't stay in that jurisdiction in that county. And that's where we didn't know where to do. They believed in me, but we didn't know what to do. Miss Tammy, we argued. Me and Miss Tammy had our arguments. But racial was going on. But you all of a sudden want to take their side and disagree with that. I'm not going to play this game with you. My manager at Ticket to Work program, that person that went to Walmart. And you know what Charles said? I don't believe in him. And then when they pulled me back in that, called me, when I didn't come back, you know what those racist black people did? What those we want change. And God said, you're not allowing it? God said, what you going to do? Let me in for we can make change together. You denied me. You denied God. We need change sitting at the table. That's the only way God said we're going to make it. I have worked it. I have seen all I can see. I have noticed everything that I can notice. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. When I'm sitting at this Walmart table, we can pay people $20 an hour full-time to go to each store to help disability out with CPS. Certain things, they can help fold clothes, they can help stock, they can help do those things. Every employee will be, if you're a stocker, you will have somebody to work with. This is team effort. And when you work with that person, you will get a raise. Things we want, if you want to change something, you got to not tolerate misbehavior. You got to not tolerate it. You got to be to say, I'm staying here, and I'm not, he's staying here, and I'm not letting him leave. You got to be able to step your foot to make change. You got to be able to tell CEOs, you got to be able to tell them to stand their ground. He ain't going nowhere. That's what you're going to do with black and white racism at Walmart. That's what we're going to change. He ain't going nowhere. I told you to stop, and I told you to stop. Stop believing that employee, that manager, and listen to both sides. I want everybody at 2996. I warned them that I was going to reach out to the Doug McMillan in the corporate office. I told James, they called me out on my bluff. I said in that conference office, when James was already, I understand that all right, you still trying it. And then the Mexicans, the Chinese. All right, let's play dumb for a second. Let's play dumb for a second. I said, can you write this for me? You're a racist piece of crap. He was smiling and laughing with racism. That's what that Chinese man did when he put me at 2996. That's what he stand for. And then he calling me dumb and retarded. And then they calling me in the deli dumb and retarded, right? You stand with them. Let them leave. Let the employees leave, but I promise you this. God say the ones that accept, let your black employees leave, Doug McMillan. I want him to leave. Let them leave with their racism. Let the black and white leave with their racism. But God say more will come. When they walk away, more will come. When they walk away, when they don't agree, when they got problems and they got an attitude, and when they don't want to compromise and they call names and they don't want to work together. Racism of black and white don't want to work together with disability. Let them leave. Doug McMillan, we can change the world if you let it. God said, we understand what is more greater and more power here than what we got? See, my teacher always invested in me and took me to Job Corps where they denied me. And I have to know that's for a reason. Everything Miss Chastity and them did at Newman Smith High School. I have to know that for a reason. And I'm not giving up on that. I'm not giving how much of work they put on me, if it's Miss Dolores, if it's them, and giving them, I'm not giving up on all the work. They even took me. I'm not giving up on those things. But I tell people we can't be in a relationship that the enemy distracts us. Are we talking about relationships? Are we talking about anything? We both, I realize you have to be able to find a queen that can just focus on them and not have cousins involved. And that's a queen for you. We can't do as much as we want them to do. But I have to know that reason. I have to know that reason when they took me to Job Corps and they denied me and they believed in me. I have to know that reason. Every day, me and Miss Chassie and Miss Lena run up, they leave school early and we go to Job Corps. I have to know that reason. Even with Miss Dolores and Miss Go Gates, I have to know that reason. But let me tell you, Trap Boy Freddy opening his mouth, interfering, and he need to get 50 more years of interfering with lying for racism because he don't want to get caught of what he did me. He want to make up excuse for women that can believe his bull crap and niggas that's sitting up there because they want it bad. I see y'all later. But Senator Ted.